Subscribers, all of my friends on Twitch and YouTube. It's Mechawatt back live streaming in Twitch, and this, of course, this will be uploaded later to YouTube to our playlist and our ongoing series for this game, Galactic Civilizations 3. We're playing as the Terran Alliance, and this is, I think, our 5th episode. So we're still quite very early in this playthrough. Um, And let's kind of zoom out in our little empire that we've got built here in our tiny corner of the galaxy so far. As you can see, we have the solar system here, centered on Earth, which is our home system, of course, and we've got some various space stations around here and shipyards and what have you, where we're building our ships. And as we zoom out, you can see that we've already constructed 3 hyperlanes going out to the various borders of our empire, and we've got some colonies that we have already built over the course of the last 5 episodes, and we've got a lot of mining facilities as well. And we have another empire that borders us to the east and to the south down here, as well as the Arcean Empire down here, who we are relatively friends with, but they're about the same strength as we are. But these guys right here, the Giraffe Legion, they are the strongest empire right now in the game, and they are pressed up right against us. So yeah, I'm trying to be on my best behavior with them, and I'm trying to get caught up with everybody. But right now, we are the weakest empire in the game. And let me zoom on out here and kind of give anyone watching, an idea of just how big this galaxy really is. Very big. We've got lots of room, lots of exploring to do. So we've only explored this section up here, and got a lot of branching out to do, but let's try and pick back up with where we were. We've got a lot of maintenance to do with our colonies. We need to try and start building up a fleet, and we need to try and start making some progress with our technology, because we're falling behind. Okay, so we've got an idle colony that's not doing anything. So let's go see who this is. Now, this would be Mars. Now, we've got 2 tiles here that we can upgrade, and we've also got 1 tile that doesn't have anything yet. So let me see what we need on Mars here. Now, I'm starting to get a little behind on administrative points, so I may want to go ahead and build an administration center here. Let's build that there, and let's go ahead and queue up planetary conversion, and let's get another tile here ready to be useful on this planet. So that's all we can do on Mars right now. Right, let's cycle through our idle ships that don't have any assignments yet. Make sure that we give all of them something to do. Now, where is there it is, way up here. Sometimes it's hard to see which ship it is that's highlighted. I really wish that they would, I don't know, make that highlight feature a little more striking, so I can tell exactly which ship is highlighted. I'm going to bring him down here toward this planet that can be colonized, and we're going to blockade that planet and make sure nobody else colonizes it before we're able to get to it. Now, I may already be able to colonize that planet. I'm not entirely sure. What about this planet here? Requires extreme colonization. Now, it's saying that this planet does not require extreme colonization. It's a corrosive world. My next colony ship, I may go down there and give that a try. What about this planet here? It requires extreme colonization. So we do not have that technology yet. All right, now I've got another idle ship somewhere that needs an assignment. Okay, that's going to be this constructor right here. Let's decide what we want to do with this constructor. I don't think we have any areas that need mining yet, so we can probably build an economy starbase somewhere. Who could use an economy starbase? He's got a mining starbase there. I would like to use, if I have two planets that are close together, I'd like to send it there. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to send it over here. I don't think those planets are close enough together. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're going to keep it here in the solar system. And we're going to try and buff up the planets in the solar system here. We're going to get it. The only thing is I can build as many star bases around here and buff up the economy. They just have to be 3 tiles away from each other. And I want to make sure that I get all of the planets in the solar system within the station zone of influence. So I have to be careful where I set that up at. Okay, now we've got another architect that we can build a hyperlane with. I've already got one architect heading off, or I thought I did, heading off in this direction. Could have sworn that I did. Yeah. Well, where's he at? There he is, right there. Okay, I've got an architect heading off that way. I've got an architect heading off this direction. Why don't we just come directly south with this architect here, and let's build a hyperlane coming down this direction. We'll bring him right down this way down here. And we'll start coming directly south. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, I'll tell you what let's do here. Now that we've got more crisscrossing going on, we can utilize the fact that these hyperlanes do not have any limits to where they can go. So what we can do is we can take advantage of our angles here, and we can take this hyperlane here, Deep Space Hypergate 1, and instead of just going to the solar system, we can bypass the solar system just a little bit with an angle, and we can go all the way over here to Deep Space Hypergate 3. And that frees up Deep Space Hypergate 3 to go somewhere else. So that's what we're going to do here real quick. Thank you. Let's change your, let me pull him up. Let's change your Hypergate link. Let's go to Deep Space Hypergate 3. Okay, that takes us a little bit. That's interesting. Actually, I want to send you, I would rather send you to, don't really need that angle as much as I would like to bring it over here. Let's come over here to Deep Space Hypergate 2 instead. Change your Hypergate link to Hypergate 2. Okay, so that kind of gives us a highway going that direction. And we need to get a highway coming north and south like this right here, which I think we're going to be able to do here soon. Hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. Yeah. All right, we'll work on that some more later. We've got an idle shipyard, so let's go see what we have here. Okay, this is the shipyard in the solar system. Let's see. Do we want another colony ship? Let's before we do anything, let's check and see how much population we have here on Earth. We've only got 1.4 there. What about Mars? Mars only has 1.3. Okay, we've got enough. Sol 6 has got quite a lot of population, so we can do another colony ship here. It's only going to take 2 turns, so that's good news. We have another idle shipyard, which is at Thebes. Let's do. I've only got 3 administrative points left. Let's see. Let's do a Saber there, one of our Saber fighters. Valhalla is available. What is his population? What's your population? 2.2. Now he can do a colony ship. Let's go ahead and do a colony ship there as well. Take 4 turns. We've still got plenty of colonies that we need to build, so let's go ahead and, while we're not at war with anybody, well, we are at war with the Dringians, but I think they're far enough away. They can't be that much of a threat to us right now, and they're pretty weak as well. While we're not at war with anybody and it's still early enough in the game, let's go ahead and do as much colonizing as we possibly can. Okay, this freighter is way off over here. I forget what the name of these guys are. This is the Iridium Corporation. Now, how far out are you? And what class planet is that? That's a class 13 planet. Let's go ahead and get a trade route set up with this class 13 planet. And let's see if that doesn't help our economy any. Yeah, we've got a little, you can see the little trade route going here. So we've got a little trade route going, and who is that? Who's that connected to? That is connected to, is it Earth? Where that's going? No, that's going to Sumer. Okay. Do I have a trade route yet with Earth? Don't see one. Thought I had a trade route down here somewhere. I was pretty sure I had established a trade. Yeah, there's a trade route right there. And I think it is going to Earth. It's going up the hyperlane to Earth. I think that's right. All right, everybody else has their assignments and they're already doing something. So I think we can go ahead and finish this turn. I think I can colonize this planet right here. I think I have a colony ship on the way there. All right. It looks like our constructor has finally arrived to Sparta down here. But instead of, it looks like we've already beaten back the Draft Legion's cultural influence. So instead of building a cultural station, I'm going to build them an economy station. Let's build them an economy station right here once that constructor gets around there. And we do have an idle ship, which is this. We've got this battle axe right here. I think I was going to send him over here to investigate this planet here. Got another idle ship. All right, and we're slowly surrounding this planet. So I want to put you into guard mode, so you'll just stay where you are. Let's grab this ship right here, and let's move him down to this hex if he'll get there next turn. And we're going to blockade that. We're going to blockade that empty planet. We're not going to let anybody else get to it. We're going to blockade it off for our use whenever we're able to colonize it. Got another idle ship. Who is that? Oh, I thought I just put you on guard mode. Sometimes it's so hard to see which ship this game has got highlighted. Okay, it's got you highlighted. Now let's put you on guard mode. I want you to stay around that planet. And is there a constructor there? I'm not seeing a constructor. That's a constructor? Totally looks different. Okay, all right, that's a constructor. Yeah, that's right. I was going to build a station here. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, I don't want to construct a it's too close. Let's move it. Move it out one more. Can I? Yeah, I can construct a starbase now. Okay, we want to do an economic ring here. Get another trade station. Get another starbase market. What do I need? Yeah, get an orbital shopping center and a starbase factory and perimeter scanners. That took all of my money right there. Now we can do a xenoarchaeology lab for some reason here, but I don't have enough money right now, so we'll come back and visit that next turn. Okay, the Iconian Refuge. We're being attacked by the Draft Legion. The situation is dire. Oh, no, you're not going to draw me into a war with the Draft Legion. We have our own problems, pal. Now, he's wanting me to go to war with these guys right over here. And if you look over here at the balance of power that I'm hovering over, they are the most powerful, by far, empire in the game right now. And you can't see us on the balance of power, but let me move on over here to the far right. And we are, well, we're that little sliver of blue right at the very end of the balance of power. We are the weakest empire. So no, I'm not going to war with the Draft Legion, buddy. You're big enough. You've got plenty enough planets. I think you can defend yourself. You're gonna have to make do, pal. I'm not going to war for you. All right, Hadith, which I believe, if I remember correctly, this is our Muslim colony. Let's see how they're doing. We probably need to go ahead and get some work done on the Aurora's Arboretum resource there. We do need more administrative points, so let's go ahead and start building an administrative center here. In fact, let's bump that up in the order. What else could we use here? We can upgrade some facilities when we're ready. I'm not ready to start upgrading yet. What's their approval rating? 39%. We're going to need to build an entertainment center here as well. In fact, let's make the entertainment center the #1 priority. And do they have a research facility yet? They've got a supply depot. They do not have a shipyard yet. Probably need to get a shipyard queued up as well. Let's move the shipyard up after the administration center. Okay, that's enough right now to keep them busy. Now they're one of our northwestern colonies, and then we need to start definitely trying to get those colonies buffed up a little bit over there. Got another idle ship that isn't doing anything right now. That's in the Iridium territory, the Iridium Corporation's territory. Move on up there and investigate that star system for me, if you can. Earth is back. They just finished that constructor, apparently. So why don't you go ahead and queue up a few more sabers for me and just build me some sabers. We've got this colony ship here. can't remember if I have sent anybody over here to colonize this place or not. I don't. Where are you going? You're going down south, aren't you? I'm going to go ahead and send this colony ship over here toward this planet. Let's go ahead and colonize that planet. And then I'm going to try and get down here and colonize this corrosive world here. It doesn't tell me that it requires extreme colonization, even though it is a corrosive world and it's got the icon above it that would seem to imply that it would require extreme colonization. But I don't believe it does. I believe I can colonize it. I'm probably going to take some hits as far as productivity, but I think we can colonize the planet. All right, everybody else has an assignment, so let's finish our turn. I just noticed something. We do have some Durantium down here next to Gloria that we need to get a mine set up for. And I need to get these asteroids. I need to get mines set up on these asteroids as well. But I don't have any money right now. I am so short on money. I'm broke. I can't even pay attention. I'm so broke right now. All right, so we've got this little ship right here is highlighted. Let's go ahead and put him on guard mode around that planet. We've just about got that blockade finished. We've got another idle ship somewhere. Let's see who that is. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's going to be this constructor. I think we said we're going to build an economic starbase right there. So let's construct a starbase. We're going to do an economic ring, and I don't have enough money to build any modules right now. So we're just going to have to hold off on those modules. We should be getting some money coming in this next turn. Yeah, we got a little bit of money, not much. Not much. I've got to start building some more market centers. Well, this is going to help us with our economy. We've just finished researching interstellar banking, so we should be able to upgrade our market centers now. The banks. We need to start doing that for sure. Now, what's our new tech that we want to start working on? We can improve our shields. We can improve our ability to study Xeno artifacts. We can do environmental engineering, which will allow us to improve some tiles. Probably go ahead and do that next, because we're starting to run out of things that we can do on some of our planets. So we need to probably free up some more tiles, improve the landscape of our planets. Okay, now I'm going to send this constructor somewhere else. I think we've got enough going on at Sparta. I think I want to send this constructor over here to mine this Durantium at Gloria. So head on over this way, please. It'll take you a while to get there, but that's fine. I see another Dringian freighter right here, which I think I want to go take out if I can catch him. I don't like the Dringians. The Dringians met me and immediately declared war on me, so I don't like them right now. Somebody wants to talk to me. I've got a trade offer. Oh, it's the draft. Okay. I want to keep these guys happy. They want 6 of my antimatter. How much antimatter do I have? I've only got 4 antimatter. I'm going to have to say no to that. I would love to make a deal with them, but I'm not giving them all of my antimatter. No, I'm not giving you all my antimatter. Let's talk about something else. I want to express my friendship with you. That's what I want to do. I want to express friendship, pal. Now I need to I keep forgetting whenever I've got him, when I'm in conversation with him, to check out his ships and see what his strengths are as far as his weapons. I keep forgetting to do that. There's one of his ships right there. It looks like he does have energy weapons. At least that one does. No, that's got guns on it. Oh, that's a powerful ship too. He is so far ahead of me. He's got a little bit of everything. He's got quite the mixture of ships. This frigate here has 18 attack with conventional guns. And this corvette has got 3 attack of energy weapons and 9 defensive shields. If I got into a war with him, he would annihilate me. He would just absolutely annihilate me right now. I have nothing that can stand up to him. I've got to be very, very nice to him right now. Man, that's crazy. He is scary powerful right now. Scary powerful. I've never had a playthrough where I've had such a powerful civilization so close to me this early in the game. I've never been threatened like this by somebody. I mean, and he is just he's just right on top of me. I mean, he's right up nestled right up against me. And he is extremely powerful. And I've never seen a civilization that powerful so early in the game as well. So this is really a dangerous situation for us. Okay, so we've got a ship here that's available. Let's bring you on around to this tile. Once you get there, we're going to complete our blockade of that planet. So what I'm hoping is that he will stay busy fighting the other civilizations as long as I'm nice to him, and he won't be getting into a fight with me. that's what I'm hoping for so far. All right, our mutual trade continues to strengthen our friendship. Thank you. I appreciate your friendship, pal. I truly do, because I'm the weakest guy on the board right now, and I need all the friends I can get. It's only going to be a matter of time, though, before he declares war against me, because we share too much of a border. That's just going to be too much border tension there. He's going to declare war on me sooner than later. I really do need to be trying to find some way to prepare myself for war with him. Okay, we have an idle shipyard. This is on Eden. I need to just build warships if I can. We have a trade route. How can I tell if I already have a trade route set up on a planet? Let me go into the planet here. 15 research, social, ship construction is very good. I can't tell if I have a trade route or not, if I'm looking at the right thing. Do I see a trade route? Yeah, there's a trade route coming into it. Trade route with the Draft Legion. I do have a trade route here already. So we already have a trade route, so let's not worry about a freighter right now. I guess what I need to do is just build some warships. Let's build another striker. They're not going to stand a chance against the draft, but at least they're better than nothing. And we can always upgrade them later once our technology improves. We can upgrade our existing fighters to a more potent version of a fighter. So it's better to go ahead and build them, and you can upgrade them later. But it's better to have them built. It doesn't take any time to upgrade them, so It's better to go ahead and build them when you have the chance. Speaking of which, before I forget, let's go down here and let's get a couple of modules on this starbase that we just recently built. Let's get him a supermarket, a starbase factory, and we'll do a trade station. That took all of our money right there. Okay. Well, we need more market centers bad. All right, and for this constructor here, where do we want to go with you? Where do we want to go here? Still don't have a zone of influence that can reach out and get these 3 planets. Eventually I will, though. What do I want to do with this constructor? Where do I need you the most? Where can I get the most benefit from you? Oh, I want you to head down this way. We gotta buff up this area down here. This is our most isolated colony, Gloria, which I need to check on here. Okay, they still got plenty of stuff they're working on. I need to get some ships down there to fortify them. Yeah, that's definitely our most vulnerable colony. We do have an idle shipyard here at Valhalla. Let's go ahead and build a couple of sabers here. Let's queue those up. Got an idle ship, which is this colony ship right here. Which I think I'm just going to go ahead and send. Where are you going? Hey, he's going there. That's good. All right, I'm going to send this colony ship here to this little corrosive world that we're blockading right now. Go ahead and go down there and colonize that. And that's going to free up these blockade ships here to go somewhere else and do something else. Okay, you go into guard mode, please. Uh-oh, looks like I hope this doesn't make us enemies with the Arcean Empire. One of the Arcean Empire's planets that was deep within our zone of influence, the people of that planet have just rebelled against Arcea and joined our empire. Now see, this is an example right here of how zone of control is so important. So this planet right here was an Arcean planet. Because it's in my zone of control here, the citizens of the planet liked my culture so much that they rebelled against the Arceans because they had become so accustomed to human culture. Now, I don't know what I think about that mechanic. I don't really like that mechanic. For one thing, I think it doesn't take long enough. I don't know if there's a way I can change the settings on that to where that is not so. Going to the gameplay settings. I haven't found a setting yet to where I can nerf that. I really don't like that mechanic. Now, I can understand the mechanic if this planet were way deep in my territory, close to my home system, but right here on the border area, and after such a short amount of time, they've rebelled and come over to my culture. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I really want to nerf. Wish there was a way I could nerf that, or tone that down just a little bit. That's one mechanic there of the gameplay that I don't like. Now, if anybody is watching my little series here, I don't think many people are watching, but if you happen to come across this, my little series, and you know an answer to a way that I can nerf this mechanic, please let me know. If I have to go into some INI file somewhere and nerf something, I really don't like this mechanic, or I would love to be able to tone it down a little bit because I really would not want this to happen. But nevertheless, here we go. We've got a new planet here. I guess I could nerf it myself and just, well, I don't want to destroy the planet. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring it on in. I don't know if I'm going to do much with it. I really just upgrade the capital there. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Cancel that. Let's just build a market center here. I need market centers. Let's build market centers. Fine, we'll upgrade the capital. What can I do here? This is due to tourism, +1 to influence. Space elevator do for me. I'm gonna let them just work on those two things. That'll give them plenty to do for a good little while now. Okay. Oh, we got a new citizen available. I guess what I need is an administrator. Yeah, I need administrative points here. Definitely go for a general. Yeah, I need an administrator. Let's train an administrator. Going to give me some more administrative capacity so I can build more constructors and more architects, more colony ships, things like that. We've still got this freighter up here moving around and exploring. Come on over here and let's investigate that planet, please. Our Chinese colony has got their shipyard available now. Let's build them let them build a constructor. Yeah, they've been building strikers for me. Go ahead and defend Han for me. That planet is kind of on the border there. It's on the front line, so I definitely want to have some garrison troops there, some ships defending it. We have got another idle ship, which is this Saber here. Let's see. Let's send that Saber on down to Gloria down here. We need to get them some defense down that direction. Now, where are you going? tell you what, let's do. Oh, that's the colony ship. Okay. He's on his way down there to colonize that planet. Okay, all the ships and all the planets have got assignments already, so we can finish our turn. All right, so the Terran resistance is fixing to try and extort some money out of us. It's time you admit the might of the Terran resistance. We demand 175 credits from your pathetic empire. Whew. I'm not paying them. They're too far away from me anyway, so I think they're way, way down here. Yeah, they're practically on the other side of the Arcean Empire to be much of a threat to me. So I'm not going to let these guys push me around. The main ones I'm worried about right now is the Giraffe Legion. That's the main ones I have to appease. I'll pay these guys whatever I have to pay them to keep them happy. I do not want them going to war against me. In fact, let me go into diplomacy and make sure and see what they're. Okay, they're moving toward hostility toward me. I may need to do something to try and make him happy here. They are a benevolent ideology. That's one thing that I do have in my favor. They are benevolent, even though he doesn't look like he would be benevolent. They are relatively benevolent. Yeah, we need to try and get them more toward the green. They're trying to. This indicator here is letting me know that they're moving toward hostility toward me. So let me speak to him. Yeah, they're moving toward hostility. They're moving toward cool and moving toward hostility. Let's see if we can come to a trade agreement. How about if I offer you some antimatter? How about if I offer you one antimatter? You don't have any Illyrium. Maybe I can give you some Illyrium. How about that? How would you like some Illyrium? You don't have much thulium. Looks like you could use a little thulium. How about if I give you some thulium? Oh, no, I clicked on the wrong thing. Thulium. How about a little thulium? I've got plenty of thulium. What else do you... I think that's plenty. I think that should definitely make you happy. For a very weak power, you actually have some decent assets. That kind of, I don't know what I think about that statement. I don't know what I think about that statement, but here, you take that, and let's see if that doesn't, keep you happy for a little while. Keep you from coming up here and wiping me out with your immense army, till I can at least get some ships that are able to stand up to you. Okay, we just finished environmental engineering. Let's choose a new tech. Okay, now I need to start moving toward the ability to build bigger ships. So let's look at the tech tree here. Let's go into engineering. What gives me the ability to build medium-sized ships? I can't find it here. Am I looking right at it? No, it's got to be in engineering. I've got to be in the right place here. Advanced engineering, hull strengthening, fleet logistics. Okay, large scale construction. Okay, so I need to be going along this here. We need to be following engineering, zero gravity construction. Then we'll get into hull strengthening, hull repair systems, and then we will be able to do large scale construction. So I need to be following this path right here. Advanced engineering, zero gravity construction. Okay, so we're working on advanced engineering. That'll take us 5 turns. That's not bad at all. We've got to go down that path because I've got to catch up with him. And I at least have got to be able to start building bigger ships, even if they don't have the weaponry. If they don't have the good weaponry, they will have hit points. And I can come along later and advance my weapons, get better weapons to put on them. I just need to be able to build the ships first. So we have an idle shipyard. This is Celtica. This is one of our better. This is definitely one of our border colonies right here. What do I want you to build? I've got plenty of administrative points right now. Let's build another architect. These hyperlanes are going to be so important to us. So important to us. We need the hyperlanes. We've got. Go ahead and fortify Celtica there for me. How is Celtica looking, by the way? They're just about to finish the Kiln of Worlds. Now that is going to be awesome right there. The Kiln of Worlds. I'm so glad I got that early in the game. We are literally going to be able to make just about every planet that we have capable of supporting some kind of outpost and some kind of colony. Ooh, I need a research center right there. Yeah, let's take advantage of that buff and get a research center going. Okay, they've got plenty that they're working on right now, so I'll leave them alone. They're doing well. We'll let them continue doing what they're doing. Everybody else has assignments. Everybody's being productive. Everybody's being productive. Everybody's moving somewhere, so we'll finish our turn. Sipping on a little bit of coffee here this morning, trying to get woke up. The one good thing about having all of these mines that I have for these ores and these exotic materials is I've got plenty of exotic materials up here that I can give away to try and buy somebody's friendship and keep them from declaring war on me, which is exactly what I'm doing with the Drath Legion right here. If I can just try and keep him appeased for as long as I can until I can at least face him with something, I'll just keep giving him some exotic materials to keep him happy. Because he looked like, from what I could tell, he didn't really have that many exotic materials. So maybe I can appease him that way. All right, so we have a shipyard that isn't doing anything. Let's pull this up. This is our shipyard at Olympia. Does he have a trade route? No, he does not have a trade route. So let's go ahead and build a freighter here. We're going to establish a trade route there at Olympia. And I guess we'll take this constructor he just built and go ahead. Come on up there to that tile, and we'll build him an economy starbase. Give him an economic ring. We'll get a starbase market going, a starbase factory, an orbital shopping center, and that's all we can afford right now. That took all of our money. And I really do need to cycle through all of my star bases. And yeah, see, I need to build a promenade here and a trade station as soon as I can get enough money to build them. Let's keep cycling through. Okay, we need to build a trade station and a promenade at Briggs Starbase as well. So we've still got a lot of money that we need to invest in our star bases, but we're basically broke. I mean, I can't, but that's okay. That's an investment in assets. Every asset we invest money in is going to help us economically in the long run. So I have no problem whatsoever putting money into assets. I mean, one thing I really wish this game had that Galactic Civilizations 2 had was the ability to borrow money. You could actually finance things. And this game does not seem to have that mechanic, and I really wish that it did. There's quite a few things about the events and the storytelling and the gameplay that the previous game had that I think was just so much better than this game. It just I don't know. It just seemed a lot more rich to me. Now this game has got the all the exotic stuff. I mean, it's definitely got improvements, but it's also missing some things like the ability to finance. Um and it I don't know. But this game is certainly more stable in a Windows 10 environment. Okay, I think that's all we can do right now. Everybody's busy and being productive, so let's finish our turn. The Draft Legion is going right now. It's taking them a long time to get through their turn cycle. That means they've got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. We have an idle colony. Now who is this? This is our Mexican colony. Boy, they can pretty much upgrade everything. With a 52% approval rating, let's go ahead and upgrade the entertainment center. I don't really need that charge yet. I can wait on that. Let's upgrade this factory. Upgrade that market center. Let's just upgrade everything. They don't have any free tiles right now. So there's nothing new that we can build, so we might as well just go ahead and just let them work on upgrading everything. You know, the time's going to pass one way or the other, so we might as well make use of the time as it passes. We have a shipyard idle at Thebes. Let me see what their population is here at Thebes. Their population is growing, so let's go ahead and get a colony ship out of them. It'll only take 5 turns. We'll be able to use that colony ship eventually. They've just built a Saber. I want that Saber to go ahead and protect Thebes. So go ahead and get in orbit around Thebes and you'll be their protection. Now we can do a trade here. I really would like to build that promenade, but let's do the trade station. We'll try and save money and get that starbase promenade going. That will increase our income by 10% for this planet, so that's going to help. And it's actually going to be for both planets, for Muscova and for Thebes. This station, its zone of influence covers both of these planets. So that's very, very productive right there. Very productive. We've got a new saber coming out of Earth. Let's send that saber down here to Han. That's our border colony. We can just come straight down that hyperlane right there. And we'll finish our turn. We've got colony ships heading off everywhere. Now, I know I just sent a colony ship down toward this planet. There he is. He's almost there. He's almost there. Iridium Corporation. Our mutual trade continues to strengthen our relationship. Yes, I agree. We've been very, very friendly with each other. Let's keep it that way. Because you're quite a bit more powerful than I am. This is the third most strongest empire in the game. So yeah, I want to stay friendly with them. Let's please remain friendly. You've got a class 14 planet right there. Let's go ahead and establish a trade route with that planet, please. Now, where does that trade route go? That goes to... That's going to Olympia. That's Olympia. Okay, so Olympia's got that trade route. All right, we have an idle shipyard, which is at Sumer. Sumer, go ahead and build a... Do you have a trade route, by the way? Yeah, they do. They have a trade route already. Oh, and he just built another freighter right there. All right, so you've got... That's going to be 2 trade routes for you. Go ahead and build a constructor, please. And he's got a trade route going off that direction. So let's get another trade route heading off over here somewhere. I'll tell you what. Let's send this trade route down here to the Arceans somewhere. What's one of their better planets? That's a class 15. Go down there and establish a trade route with that class 15 planet, please. It's going to take him a while to get there, but he'll get there when he gets there. And I believe our colony ship is right there. Go on in here and colonize that planet. Okay, so what do we want to name this planet? Let's see. We haven't exactly done, and we've done a lot of the other civilizations. We haven't exactly done a British or an English colony yet. So let's call this colony Anglia. Anglia, yeah. That'll work. Alien cultural trash. I haven't seen this one yet. This is new. This planet was once the home of an alien civilization which disappeared 1,000 years earlier. Although none of their technology is new to you, many of their entertainment products remain intact. Oh, that's cool. And are of great interest to your colonists. Unfortunately, almost all of these shows and programs are incredibly childish and puerile, featuring an unfortunate amount of jokes about orifices. Uh-oh. So it looks like this ancient civilization really liked fart jokes. And the colony's workplaces are now filled with practical jokes that sap productivity. Oh no, we can't have that. We can't have that. But I don't want to take a hit on my approval rating. Pragmatic will hurt manufacturing but help the economy. That's fine. That's fine. This is an interior planet. And it's going to be a small, relatively. I'm probably going to use this planet for research anyway, so I'm probably going to go with the pragmatic choice here. So let's go with pragmatic. So we do have a nice buff for construction. What is this here? Promethean stone? Yeah, let's go ahead and get that moving. Definitely get that moving. Going to do a factory there. Yeah, let's do a factory there. We'll go ahead and get a farm going on this planet too. That's enough for, and let's get a market center as well. Got to have that market center. Okay, that'll be enough to keep them busy for quite some time. Many turns, many turns. They're going to have stuff going on. So let's just move on here. Anglia. Okay, so I don't have to blockade that planet anymore. I'm going to move that Saber in to garrison that planet. And let's bring these ships over here. And let's blockade this planet right there. So all of you guys start moving over here to this planet. We're going to blockade that planet. Keep anybody else from colonizing it. Yeah, come on over that direction, please. And that will end our turn. Any of the viewers on YouTube that'll be watching this recording later, if you want to get into the comments and give me any good ideas for colony names. You know of any particular ancient civilization or ancient city that you are fond of, just drop it into the comments for me, and I'll certainly give it some consideration for a colony name. I like to try and name my colonies after Earth civilizations or areas or concepts of Earth civilizations, ancient civilizations, cultures, and things like that. All right, we have an idle shipyard. Who would that be? That's going to be at Earth. Let's check all the populations of these core planets here. He's still at 1.3. Uh-oh. 2.8. Yeah, we can definitely do another colony ship. Let's get a colony ship standing by, ready to go somewhere. And we've got a Saber here that I'm going to send. Let's send it down here to help with this blockade of that uninhabited planet right now. Another idle shipyard at Eden. Eden, build a constructor, please. We've got 478 in the bank. Let's cycle through our economy star bases and let's see what we can improve. Okay, we can definitely build a shopping center here. That's going to help our income by 10%. I still can't build that promenade yet. What else can I build? Build a trade station here. I've got 178 left. Is that going to... I'll just go ahead and build some perimeter scanners at this station. That's going to take all my money for this turn. How is Sparta looking? Sparta needs that entertainment center bad. I'm going to pump that up to the #1 priority. Their approval rating is only at 18%. I've got to get that improved. So let's get this entertainment center bumped up to the #1 priority. It's going to take them 9 turns to finish that, but we got to get that done. Where are you going? When they start moving colony ships through my territory, it makes me nervous. They're heading over this way for some reason. I don't know why. Don't know where they're going. But if they're going to any of these planets that I'm trying to get to, I hope I get there before they do. Are you going here? He may be trying to beat me to that planet. Okay, Agra has got an available shipyard. Let's build a constructor here too. Now that's starting to use up a lot of my administrative capacity. Marseille, our French colony, has got a shipyard available. Ooh boy. They don't have much construction capacity at all. At all. Just work on a striker for now. Work on a striker for now. Let me, where are you? Is that, yeah, there's Marseille right there. They're working on upgrading their colony. I want to, you know what? You're set on to auto upgrade, aren't you? Cancel that. Cancel that. Work on the thulium deposit. Work on the farm. That farm is going to take. Their approval is very low too. Let's work on an entertainment center. Move that entertainment center to the top. Okay, that'll keep them busy for now. They're not being very productive, but that'll come along eventually. They'll be productive eventually. Have an idle ship, which is the striker right there. Just go ahead and fortify that Agra, your home planet. Go ahead and fortify them. Got another idle ship that's not doing anything. Got a saber right there. Send that saber down this direction to help blockade that planet. And we've got this little striker here. Go ahead and fortify Eden, please. Don't really have anybody fortifying them right now. Where are you going? You're going down there. I've got a better location for you. I want you to come on down here toward Gloria. Yeah, come on down here past Gloria. It's going to take you a while to get there, but I want to get the hyperlane down that direction instead. That's going to finish our turn. Idle ship. Okay, yeah, we got to get this Duranthium mine going. So let's construct a starbase and let's do a mining ring. Mining barracks. And that's going to take all our money. Once again, getting low on money. People of the Draft Legion find themselves in dire time. Yeah, I'm sure you are. You're the most powerful. You're the most powerful empire in the whole game right now. But I will definitely give you a gift of 175 credits. May we continue to work together for the benefit of both our empires. Here, take my money. You can always count on me. You can always count on me, big buddy. I mean, we're buddies, right? I mean, we are buddies, right? Old buddy, old pal. Okay, his culture is beginning to encroach on me again. I've got to start investing in cultural influence. He's starting to push in on me. He's about to overcome Han down here. I've got to build some. If I upgrade the colony capital, what's that going to do for me? That's going to give me a greater level of influence. I've got to bump these up in priority. We've got to get some influence going here. I may need to come down here and build a cultural starbase. Do I have any available structures right now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Okay, I'm going to change your assignment. You come down here to Han. Come down here and we're going to build a cultural starbase. Come back down here. I need you down here right now. His culture is starting to encroach on me. He's about to move in on Petra as well. What are we doing in Petra, by the way? Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. Okay, we just got advanced engineering. We're going to start moving toward being able to build bigger ships. So let's take zero gravity construction next. Ooh, that's going to take 11 turns, but that's fine. We got to start moving that direction. We've got to make some progress toward building bigger ships. Got an idle colony. This is Earth. Now we need to go ahead and start freeing up some tiles on Earth. So let's do a planetary soil upgrade, which is going to give us a new tile that we can build on. Yeah. And we have an idle colony, which is Thebes. Let's upgrade that factory there. Then we'll upgrade that factory. Then we're gonna give them some more tiles to work with. Their approval is pretty low, so we probably need to queue up an entertainment center for them as well. In fact, let's go ahead and bump that to the very top. Let's let them do the entertainment center next. Okay, we've got another idle colony, which is Bremen. This is our German. Haven't been here for a while. This is our German colony. Oh, they need an entertainment center. Their approval is extremely low. Ah, man. It'll take too long to upgrade that shopping center. Let me cancel that. Afraid that factory's going to take too long. What can I do quickly here? Let's do a space elevator. That may help some. And a supply depot. Yeah. Got to do some basic stuff there for Bremen. Yeah, Bremen is one of our western colonies in the western area of our empire. Okay, he's racing me. He's racing me to this planet, and I think he's going to get there before I do because he can move 11. I can only move 5. He's going to get there before me. But I'm going to get to this one first. We've discovered the Onyx Hive. What do you want with us, surface walkers? We are pleased. Let me see if I can get an idea of what kind of ships you have. Got a lot of resources too. Well, I just want to be friendly here. Since you don't seem to have any Durantium, let me give you 2 Durantium out of the goodness of my heart. Since I have got so much Durantium to give away. Okay, we have our latest colony ship. Alright, Valhalla is caught up. An engineering center due for me. Constructs ships faster. Well, absolutely. I definitely want that. Let's go ahead and build that here. Valhalla is looking very good. Very good. They've got 100% approval rating. Colonial Hospital do for me. We don't need that yet. Let's go ahead and free up some tiles here. Let's do a planetary conversion and a planetary soil upgrade. All of their factories have been, and we'll upgrade that factory as well. Can probably go ahead and build a city here too. Let's queue up a city as well. Okay, that gives them plenty to do for now. An idle shipyard on Earth. We're going to do another constructor. I don't have enough money to upgrade any modules, but we do have a colony ship there. Can't do anything with him right now, though, because there's no planets that I can colonize until I get... Yeah, he's fixing to beat me to that planet right there. He's fixing to get there before me. He is about to beat me to it. Is there any planet that I can colonize? Requires extreme colonization. Extreme colonization. We're already on our way there. Can't remember if I've got anything on its way here. Let me send him over here. I think this planet, it's only a class 5. It's barely habitable. Now, where are you going? Okay, now he's coming over here to this class 8. Okay, fine. What about these planets up here? They all require extreme colonization. Oh, no, that one right there is a corrosive world. Apparently, I am able to colonize corrosive worlds. So I need to send a colony ship up here to this guy. He is available to colonize. All right, that's it for this turn. Oh, we finally caught up with that Dridgen transport. Yeah, let's blow him up, please. All right, we took care of that guy. You go back to surveying, please. I can't remember if that's Captain Picard or if that's William T. Riker. He's gonna get there before me. He can move 11 turns. I mean, there's no way. Right, come up here and investigate that planet, please. Yep, he just got there. He just colonized it. Fine, fine, fine. It is a shame we find ourselves in a time of galactic war, but with you fighting our mutual enemy, we believe victory is certain. So he must be at war with the Dringians as well. Yeah, we'll take your words into consideration, buddy. Good deal. Awesome. Okay, this colony ship here isn't doing anything anymore. So let's use him to explore with. Come on over here and explore that planet for now, till I can find something I can do with you. Thebes is available. I'm running out of administrative capacity. That's fine. Just start building me some warships then. Let's queue up two warships. And we have another colony ship available. All right, I'm going to send you up here to this corrosive. Where's the corrosive world? Come on up there to that corrosive world and colonize it, please. Oh, I was just realized we haven't done an African colony yet. Let's see what would be a good. Let me try and think of let's see what would be a good name for an African colony. Let's see. Would this work for us? Zimbabwe? No, it's kind of close to Zimbabwe. We'll just call it Zimbabwe. If I think I haven't looked this up on Google to get the exact spelling. If I'm probably spelling that incorrectly. I'll come back and correct that if I need to. But this will be our African colony. Yeah. Now where was that? I thought that was it right there. Where did we just what? I thought it was this planet that we just colonized. What? Oh, I must not have spelled it right. Yeah, okay. Well, I still spelled that wrong. I cannot. Let's get this right. Zimbabwe, yes. Okay. Oh no, 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 no. Haven't seen this event yet. Okay, a strange fungus on this planet has begun infecting our colonists with a mysterious illness that appears to be impossible to vaccinate against. Although our doctors can treat the symptoms easily enough, they have no hope of finding a cure, and the risk of contagion is high. With this disease afflicting us, our colony will never see its full growth potential. Well, we got to do something about that. I don't want negative population growth. I don't want to the pragmatic and the the pragmatic and the benevolent hurt us. I don't know what are we doing for the malevolent. I guess we're gonna get everyone drunk. We're just gonna get everyone drunk, and we're gonna give them the vaccine. Okay, and then that's going to just make this a normal planet. So I think the malevolent is definitely the best choice here. Just get everybody drunk and give them the vaccine, and we'll all be better in the long run. That's what I say. So yeah, Zimbabwe looks like a very. Ooh, what do they got here? Wormhole generator. Upgrade this artifact to unlock charges that will send a fleet to a random. Why would I want to go to a random spot in the galaxy? Well, that may be useful. And then they've got Helios ore. So they've got a artifact and they've got Helios ore. Very, very good. And they've got a nice manufacturing tile here, which we're going to build our factory on. Go ahead and pull the factory up to the top. The wormhole and the wormhole, the wormhole and the Helios generator can wait. We don't have to have those right now. And they've got a great place for a city here. Let me go ahead and queue up an administrative center to help me with. And of course, we need a market center. Let's get the market center up to the top as well. Okay, that will give them plenty to work on. I think Zimbabwe is going to be a very good planet for us here. Very good planet. And I really do need some research. I am not devoting enough tiles to research, and that's going to really hurt me in the long run. I'm falling behind in my research and my technology. Okay, we got an idle colony. Not oh the yeah, this is going to be Earth. So we have just freed up a tile on Earth here. The main thing I want Earth to do for me is ship construction. This is where I'm going to be building my capital ships at. This is where I'm going to be doing all of my costs. Let's definitely get a space elevator. Is it really better than a factory though? The space elevator takes 30 off construction costs and plus 1 to all construction. A factory is plus 5 to all construction. It takes 30 off. I think the factory is better than a space elevator. Surprisingly, I would think that a space elevator would be freaking awesome. But the factory is better if I'm reading this correctly. We're going to go with the factory. The factory is better. I mean, according to the numbers, the factory is better than a space elevator. So why would I ever build a space elevator? Okay, which reminds me, let's cycle through our stations. Yeah, let's do the Starbase Promenade here. That took a lot of money right there. We'll spend some money on perimeter scanners for that guy. Okay, so we've got a constructor here. Oh Lord, we're in there. Their culture is taking over down here. We've got to do something for Han down here. Their culture is seriously beginning to move in on me. We've got to get some star bases down there and build some culture modules. Okay, this is bad right here. I may lose this planet if I don't do something quickly. Approval is at 45%. That's terrible. I need this entertainment network. And I need a cultural center, but I don't have any harmony crystals. Oh, I need harmony crystals bad. Who can I get harmony crystals from? Okay, I gotta see. We can instantly. Okay. Let me get back to that right now. I gotta think about harmony crystals. Let's go to diplomacy. And let's start with this guy here. Do you have any harmony? No, you don't have any harmony crystals. Do you have any harmony crystals? My good buddy, the Giraffe Legion has got 2 harmony crystals. I may have to come back to him. Do you have any harmony? No, no harmony crystals. I'm at war with you. You don't have any harmony crystals anyway. You don't care anything about harmony crystals. She only has 1 harmony crystal. No harmony crystals. Okay. We're going to have to deal with you then. How can I get you to give me 1 harmony crystal? I can't help but notice that you don't have any Durantium. How about if I give you some Durantium? Well, that's not doing much to move it right there. How about if I give you some antimatter? That moved it a little bit. What about thulium? You don't have much thulium. Can't help but notice you don't have much thulium. I'll give you 5 thulium. What about a snuggler colony? You don't have a snuggler colony. Oh, he liked that. You like them snugglers, don't you? Oh, I found something you like. Give you another snuggler. That's 2 snugglers. Do you have any precursor nanites? No. How would you like a precursor nanite? Oh, you really like nanites. Yeah, let's give you 1 more nanite. We're almost there. Almost there. Aurorus abortium, you've got plenty of that. What about exanthium deposits? You've got more of those than I do. Maybe if I give you some old ships, maybe you'll like that. Would you like a scout? How would you like a Star Eagle. Yeah, okay. Very good. So I get me a harmony. Look what I had to trade to get a harmony crystal. Because he knows how valuable this is going to be to me to get that harmony crystal. Fine, give me that harmony crystal. Okay, now. Don't have any available tiles, though. Okay, we're going to have to do a planetary upgrade. That's our #1 priority. Then we're going to have to build a cultural center here. And that's just hoping that I don't lose the planet beforehand. And I don't have any way to rush that. I don't have near enough money to rush it. We're going to have to survive for a lot of turns with this planet. So I'm going to depend upon these. Where are my constructors? I got to get these constructors down here. Earth. Oh. He can build a cultural center. It's only increasing the planet's influence, though. I need to increase Han's cultural influence. The good thing is the colony is 0% rebellion, so I think I may have a little time here. Okay, so we've got Earth. Let's do another constructor. I'm about out of administrative capacity, though. Okay, everybody's doing something. Everybody else is fine. Our #1 priority, though, has got to be helping Han down here. Our Chinese colony is in trouble. Finish that turn. Have an idle ship, which is this battle axe here that we had used to chase down that Dringian transport. Let's send you back up to this area. Come on back further into my space. We may use you to defend Papricor 1. Oh, I've got to get yeah, okay. I've got a constructor on the way to start mining this Durantium here. Got to get that Durantium mined. Okay, we got a new citizen available, and what I need more than anything is administrative capacity. So, Jit, we're going to make you an administrator. Now, am I able to train anyone? He's a level 1 administrator. Can I promote you? I can. That will give us even more administrative capacity. That will take us up to 11 administrative capacity. So that should be able to hold us for a good little while for administrative capacity. And before I forget, got 6 turns remaining on that. I've got a archive here that I can use that will complete my current research, but I'm going to save that for one of my larger research projects. I'm going to save it. I think I've only got 6 turns left on 0 gravity construction, so I'm not going to waste this precursor on that. I'm not going to waste it for just 6 turns. I want to use it for something that's at least 10 turns or more. So I'm going to save this archive. Got an idle ship, which is this little guy here. I think I was going to bring you over there, and we're gonna blockade this planet right here. So let's put you in guard mode. Let's bring you down there, and let's put you in guard mode. Where are you heading? You're heading over to that side. So you come on down there, and you go into guard mode. He's heading to this tile right here. Okay, Olympia can do something for us. Olympia, what do I need you to do? Just keep building strikers for me, please. Looks like he's got a freighter. We do not have... Yeah, we've got one trade route for Olympia going over to the west. So let's get you a trade route that comes down over here to east. And you can do a little exploring for me along the way. That's everything we can do on this turn, so we'll finish our turn. I have to finish my cup of coffee here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Appreciate you folks that are joining in on me with my little stream today. Hope you're having a great Saturday. And I hope that you're all real viewers and not bots. I can't never tell. I'm not good at telling that sort of thing in my Twitch chat. All right, we got an idle colony here. Let's check them out. This is our Olympia colony. We're not doing anything right now, but we can upgrade some stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and take this time to improve some tiles. We'll do the planetary and we'll do the soil upgrade. That'll give us 2 new free tiles to work with. That'll keep them busy for a little while anyway. Got another idle colony, which is Ravenna. Haven't been to this planet in a while. We can certainly do some upgrading. And we can get some Helios ore, and we've got another Wormhole Generator. Let's go ahead and get those queued up. When they're not doing anything else, they can work on those. Now, they need their approval is only 6%, so we've got to do an entertainment center here. That's got to be our number 1 priority. Let's go ahead and pull that to the top. What's a supply depot do for us? Let's give them a supply depot too. Let's pull that to the top as well. Yeah, there's Ravenna right there. It's one of our northwestern colonies, one of our more recent colonies, but they're fine. They're fine. Okay, Earth. We haven't been into our design mode lately. Let's check on our design capabilities. Let me look at the saber and see if there's anything I can upgrade. Now, I haven't done any weapons or shielding upgrades in a while. I can't remember, but let's just make sure. No, we can only still do lasers. I can do a particle beam, but it's going to cost me Iridium. Don't really have that much Iridium. Basic railgun, it only gives me 1 kinetic attack. I can build Sparrow missiles, but they will cost me antimatter, and I don't really have enough antimatter space rocket. What about my defensive? I can do hull plating. I can do titanium plating. It's just a little better than hull plating. What about shields? I can do shield generators, but I'm already doing that. I can improve the deflectors. We can make a little bit of improvement here on this. What's the mass? It's 6.9. I think I can make an improvement on this EE variant here. Right now they've got just deflectors, but I can upgrade the deflectors to shield generators, which will give us a little better defense. All right, so right now our shield defense is 8. I may be willing to nerf the shield defense just for the ability to give myself better attack. So right now we're at attack 1 and defense of 8. Let's see if we can improve that. So let's go with a shield generator. Let's make that a little bit smaller. We'll go with a shield generator that brings our defense to 6. But can I add another laser? Do I have enough room to add another laser? No, I still don't. Cannot add another laser. Man, how do I not have room? How big is that laser? It takes up 19 space. I can't do it yet. So let's take another shield generator. We'll add another shield generator. That gives us a lot of defense, but we still don't have much attack. I don't know how effective this guy is going to really be. All right, so this is going to be our EE variant version 2. Got a little bit of better defense, but we're still not making any improvements on our attack yet. We've got to put some research into our energy weapons, either by miniaturizing them or just improving them so we can improve our attack. Now, that's our EE versions. Let's go ahead and let's use this design again. And let's see. Let's make a variant of this guy that fires these Sparrow missiles. Now, that's going to cost us antimatter. So we're not going to be able to have many of them, but it will have a missile attack of 3. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove the laser weapon. And we're going to add a Sparrow missile bank on this guy. Let's put that right there. So he's an improvement over the EE2. So he's got a missile attack of 3, and he's got the full complement of his shield's strength defense. So he is an improvement, but he's going to cost us antimatter to build. So what we're going to name this guy is, he is a energy defense variant with missile attack, and he is equivalent to the Mark II of the Saber. So he's a Saber Mark II EM variant. So we'll save him, and we will build a limited number of those guys. They will have better offensive capability, but they will cost us antimatter to build. So this is where we start getting into the part of the game that I really love, and it only gets better as you start getting into your medium and your large and then your huge size ships. The variants that you're able to construct just become endless, and if you're able to keep up with it, it becomes so powerful in this game. It becomes incredibly complex, and if you're able and willing to keep up with it, the things that you're able to do are just amazing, and it's really a lot of fun. And we're only going to see more and more of our capabilities of that as we get into larger ships with more technology. Okay, now we have one shipyard that's available here, so let's check this out. Now this is Valhalla. Let's go ahead and build one of our EM2 variants of the Saber here. Take him 10 turns to build it. Let's go ahead and get some of these guys on the board. We need some of them. What have we got right here? We've got an archive. Yeah, we're saving that for a better research. Now, I can use my Kiln of Worlds artifact here to, whenever I'm ready and whenever I've got enough economy to support it, I can actually upgrade one of these dead worlds. Let me find a dead world here. Like this dead world here, I could upgrade this dead world to a class 5 barely habitable, where we can just have an outpost on it. I would be able to do that. So if we're going to get to a point in the game where I'm going to be willing to do that, but right now we've still got a lot of other planets that we need to try and colonize. But we're going to need to get the extreme colonization. So I want to focus on those guys before I start using this Kiln of Worlds here. So we're not quite ready to use the Kiln of Worlds yet. We have an idle shipyard, which is our Chinese. Oh man, what can I build? I'm just gonna have to build a constructor here, because we got to get constructors down here to build culture star bases, because his culture is literally taking over down here. We gotta push him back. In fact, we have one right here. We have one right here. So let's pull you up here. Let's construct a star base, and we want to do a culture star base. Let's do a cultural forum. Let's do an information hub. Let's do interstellar exchange. And as soon as we get more money in the treasury, we're going to do an embassy, and we're going to do perimeter scanners, and that's going to help us start pushing his culture back from this planet. This is going to help us so much right here. Our Squid Starbase 1. In fact, I want to rename that if I can. Am I able to rename this? How do I rename you? Am I able to rename you? Yes, I can. All right, so we're going to name this on Starbase 1. So I'll know where you are. Okay. Very, very important starbase. And I want to get at least one or two more of these culture star bases down here because we got to start strengthening our human culture down here. Okay, Gloria has finally gotten their shipyard available. So they're not really rich enough to really build anything right now. I can at least get them started on some strikers. Just go ahead and start trying to build a striker. Check on Gloria. They're still working on their marketing center as well as some other things. Do a space elevator right there. See if they can get that built pretty quickly. All right, we have an idle ship, which is this little saber here. Let's bring you down here to Sparta, and let's get some ships defending Sparta. Their culture is trying to come encroach onto Sparta, but we do have a culture starbase here, which I need to buff up a little bit. Got another idle ship, which is another constructor. Let's bring you over here. I think I'm going to need to build a constructor starbase over here as well. Because Petra, their culture is starting to encroach on Petra. We're going to have the same problem with Petra that we're having with Han. It's going to be sooner rather than later, too. Okay, Earth is freed up to build us something here. Let's check their populations real quick. Earth's population is still less than 2. What about Sol 6? Sol 6 is popular. This planet here is doing very well. Their population is just exploding. All right, so we can build a colony ship here. Let's go ahead and build one. We've got plenty of administrative capacity. So while we have it and while we have the population, let's get these colony ships built. And that's going to finish this turn. Everybody has got something that they're doing. Ships moving everywhere. We are still the weakest civilization, too. Don't want population of Earth. Get the population all 6. That colony ship available. Yeah, I'm going to park this guy right up here out of the way till I know exactly where I want to send him. I don't have a place to send him right now, but hopefully we will have a place to send him soon. Like I've got a colony ship right here that's racing against I wish I knew where he was heading. He must know something that I don't know, so I'm going to try to stay ahead of him, but he can move 11, and I can only move 5. Wherever he's going, man, they've got colony ships going everywhere. They are literally just moving all over the place. They're taking over galaxy. Got an idle shipyard on Earth, so let's build another one of our EM2 variants while we've got some antimatter. Take us 5 turns to build that. Eden is ready. Let's build a constructor at Eden. And got a constructor available here. Let's just go ahead and get him an economy starbase. He doesn't have one yet, so he needs one. Economic ring for him. I'm not going to put any money into him yet. He's got his starbase, but I've got to put more money down here. Let's do an interstellar embassy, perimeter scanners. Going to try and push his influence back. Okay, this colony is at 1% rebellion. We've got to push his influence back. Got a constructor on the way there. I thought I had another constructor, and I've got this constructor on. Okay. They will just hurry up and get there, please. All right, we've got a new colony coming online here. Trying to think of what a good name for a new colony would be. Let's see. See something here now. Haven't done a thinking, we haven't done a Mormon colony yet. Let's say that this would be our Mormons here. I don't know anything about Mormons. I would think that the Mormons would definitely get a colony sooner or later. What would be a good name for a Mormon colony? Trying to look here. Looking at some of their terminologies here to try and see what they would want to name one of their planets. Something holy, something that would kind of fall in line with something the Mormons would want to name one of their planet if they had their own planet. What would they name it? Trying to see here. I'm on Google real quick here, just trying to quickly educate myself about Mormonism and some of their terms that they use. I'm trying to find something here that would be a good name for a planet. Trying not to take too much time here. Found something good. Okay. I think this would probably be something that a Mormon colony would want to name their planet. So let's name this planet Celestia. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good name for a colony. I can definitely see a Mormon outpost named Celestia. Yeah, so let's see what Celestia is like. Okay, this planet has got intelligent radiation. All right, let's read about Celestia here. Let's see what our friendly Mormons are going to have to deal with here. Okay, the intense background radiation of this world occasionally causes strange interference patterns in display screens around your colony. And recently, these patterns have shown signs of intelligent thought. Your Scientists trace the patterns to crystal outcroppings around your colony. Studying this new form of intelligence could form a new door to incredible breakthroughs. Ay, ay, ay. So if we go with a benevolent choice, I get some pretty good buffs there. Haven't done benevolent in a while, so let's go with benevolent. It gives us 10 to research and 10 to influence, and I do need influence. I need influence improvements right now for the sake of my Chinese colonists on Han. So we definitely want that 10% influence buff. So let's go ahead and go with benevolent. We've got Aurora's Abordium materials here. We definitely want that. And we've got a nice construction perk here, which we're going to build our factory on to take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and get the Aurora's Abordium at least moving. And we'll get the farm started, even though we may move stuff up ahead of it. Like a market center. Let's pull the market center on up in importance. Okay, so that will keep our Mormons busy for quite some time. So let's let them work on that. Let them work on that. Now, where are you headed? What were you? Oh, okay. We've already colonized that. So you come over here and colonize this. And you, I don't need you going there anymore. You come on back to the hyperlane and hang out. Apparently, I lost track of some of my colony ships there. Right, we've got an idle ship here with our architect. Let me bring you on further on over here, and then we'll set up a then we'll set up a hyperlane with you. Got another idle ship, which is let's put you on guard mode. We're trying to blockade that planet, make sure nobody comes and colonizes it before we're able to. Ooh, the Drath Legion just declared war on the Drengan Empire. Wow. The Drengans are in trouble now. In fact, there are some Drengans right there. Now, what are their strengths? They look like they have... They're mainly energy weapons and energy weapons just like me, so they're kind of equivalent to me, I would say, in a lot of ways. We have an idle colony here on Mars. Okay, let's upgrade the factory for sure. They've got decent approval. Let's build another research. I'm going to let these guys focus on research on Mars right now. So, yeah, that'll keep them busy for a good little while. And that is going to... That's going to finish our turn. All right, it's been a while since I've sucked up to the Drath Legion here. Oh goodness, we're in trouble here. We're in trouble here. I need to build a culture center here so bad. I've got to get some... Man, I've got to get some help over there. I gotta get no available tiles. We're 4 turns away from getting the planetary soil upgrade, which will give us a tile. Ay, ay, ay. Do anything else there? And these constructors are just taking forever to get down there. I need them down there. All right, so you go ahead. Let me bring you down this way to try and fight his encroaching culture influence as well. Let's go ahead and build a starbase, and we're going to do a mining ring. Perimeter scanners to help push his culture back. His culture is just coming in on me from all directions here. Right, you stay where you are. Don't know where to send you just yet. We are being attacked by the Draft Legion. Man, they're attacking everybody. Please help us out by giving us 175 credits. I can't, man. I can't afford to give you that money. I need that money right now. I need all the money that I can right now because I'm fighting them. I'm fighting their culture. You're fighting their ships. You're fighting their ships down here. I'm fighting their culture. Their culture is just pushing in on me like crazy. I've got to push their culture back. Okay. Let's let's talk to these guys. Oh, we got an ideology thing going on here. And this is it pragmatic or is this benevolent? Okay, this is pragmatic. Okay. Anyone at war with us receives a 25% penalty to approval. Is that the only one I can choose? Yeah, I don't know how I got into ideology. I didn't mean to get into ideology. Let's get into diplomacy. Okay. Okay, I want to talk to the Draft Legion. They're definitely still moving toward hostility toward us. We've got to make these guys. Can't make a trade agreement with them. It's been too soon. Hasn't been long enough. So let's talk about something else. We would like to offer you financial aid. Okay, perhaps some other times. That's I can't really give them anything right now. I can't trade with them, so and they are slowly becoming hostile to me, which is bad. That's bad news. So let's get this Saber EE1 down here. Um Just go ahead and reinforce Thebes right now, please. Have an idle ship, which is just stay where you are. Okay, Earth is not doing anything right now. So just go ahead and aid economy, please. Do some aid economy. I may station a garrison on Earth too. Let's pull that on up in importance. We had 10 available legions, so let's go ahead and station a garrison on Earth, at least have some kind of defense on our home planet. Okay, Agra can build a striker. Let's let them build a striker. I probably better get a constructor down in this area of the Empire. So let me start moving a constructor down that way. If nothing else, we may need to build a culture starbase. Okay, we've got 256 of money in the bank. I'm going to need to get a culture starbase down here too, because his culture is beginning to encroach on Celtica again. We pushed him back, but it's beginning to encroach upon us here. All right, let's send. We've got a architect, a hyperlane architect. Let's send that guy down here towards Sparta, and let's get a hyperlane coming towards Sparta. It's going to be important to us, so let's go ahead and get it done. These hyperlanes are going to become so useful later on in the game once we're able to increase the speed that ships can move along them. Right now, they're really not that useful because the speeds aren't really as any greater than what we get by just moving over open space. But that's going to dramatically improve here before long. Okay, so Celtica is now. Can you build me another architect? It'll take you 14 turns. Go ahead and build me another architect. Can't have too many of these guys. Cannot have too many hyperlanes, especially as the game progresses. Right, let's finish that turn out. All right, it's finally gotten back around to us here. We're being attacked by the Giraffe Legion. The situation is dire. Only if you declare war on the Giraffe Legion can we hope to survive. Buddy, I can't give you any help. I am literally the weakest empire in the game right now. I've got my own problems, man. I've got my own problem. Oh, look at his culture just literally just overwhelmed Petra up here. And it's already at 2% rebellion. Golly. Man, he is so aggressive with his culture. His culture is just taking over right now. I can't build anything else there. I've got to get his culture pushed back. Got to. Stay where you are. Agra, what can Agra do? Let's upgrade that Casino factory. Upgrade that shopping center. They've got 91% approval rating. I need research. Let's build a research laboratory. I need that before anything, so let's pull that on up in importance. Call this the Agra Shipyard so I'll know which one that is. Alright, we've got problems with the Drath Legion here. Their culture is just so powerful. Oh, I kind of like that name, Aniko. We're going to let them keep that name. Super Shark. The waters of this planet are patrolled by a monstrously large creature filled with teeth and ill will. It seems to have taken a particular interest in your colony, has already killed many of your colonists with its teeth and ill will. Your scientists have come up with a way to destroy the beast. It's a really big gun, but aren't sure what effect removing an alpha predator will have on the ecosystem. Whatever I do is going to affect food production. Does anything give me influence buff? Nothing gives me an influence buff. Let's just go with benevolent. I can build something here to improve my influence. Anything I build there will definitely it's going to take a long time to build that missionary center, but I'm going to build a missionary center there. On top of that influence buff, so hopefully we'll get some serious improvements from that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and do our factory. We'll pull that on up first. And we're going to need a market center. Yeah, we'll keep them in that order now. Aniko. That's an interesting name. Kind of sounds Japanese. I guess that can be our Japanese colony. We'll let that be our Japanese colony. All right. We got an idle ship here. This transport has found a class 13 planet. So go ahead. Whoa, wait a minute. No, this is an architect, not a... That's an architect, not a transport. What was I thinking? Yeah, let's go ahead and build a hypergate. And let's see what it looks like when we connect you to the solar system. All right, that's fine. Now we're going to start getting some crisscrosses going on here as well. In fact, I think we probably already can do that. This guy here is going back to the solar system. But I can probably bring him straight across down here to Hypergate 1. And it will give us a little more of a crisscross. And it'll give us a little more of a Hypergate coming down this way. It's a little bit of a different angle, but it will give us an extra hypergate down this direction. Let's see what that looks like. Let's change you to hypergate 1. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different angle coming toward coming toward the solar system. But what we gain from changing the angle is we get a little bit more of a hypergate coming down this way, and we get a little bit more of a crisscross right here. We get a little bit more of a crisscross right here. So we're not losing much. We're losing a little bit of an angle between these 2 points, but we're gaining a little more benefit from it this way. So yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We get more benefit from it that way. Okay, so we've got an idle ship. Let's see what we get. That's that. Let me bring you over here to this intersection, and then you can wait till I give you an assignment. The Altarian Resistance has built the Shrine of Tandis Galactic Achievement. I do not even know what that is. All right, our scout. A mysterious single-occupant craft has appeared in orbit around our home world. Our ships quickly surround the intruder, who explained that she's a scout from a peaceful but secretive race. So we've got 3 things that we can do with this ship. Is there anything that gives me influence? I can increase my sensor power. Oh, I can get 25% sensor power for all ships. I don't need a scout ship. I'm going to go with a pragmatic to increase the sensor range of my ships. Increased sensor range is always great. Okay, we've just finished researching that. Is there any research I can do that's going to increase my influence? Right now, influence is the main thing. I've already done that. I've already done cultural outreach. I've already done stellar immigration. If we do cultural assimilation, and it increases our influence. This is for 12 turns. I've got to do this. We get some administrators from it as well, and it does increase our influence. Let's go ahead and set that up. It's going to take 12 turns, but I've got a nice little buff here from a precursor archive. That's going to let me complete my current research. So we're going to use that artifact, and bam, just like that, we should get a nice influence buff. Hopefully that's going to push these guys back. Okay, you come on down here to the hyperlane and wait till I give you an assignment. Your Singularity want to talk to us. They want me to give them Durantium and Illyrium in exchange for an exploration treaty. And they want me to give them money. And they want me to give them open borders. You know what? I'm going to accept that. I need to keep them friendly with me too. Though they are very weak. I think they're even weaker than I am, but that means I really don't have to worry about them, so they should not be a threat to me if I give them open borders. Okay, so let's research our next. Yeah, let's research our next thing here. Let's go back to engineering. How long? Okay, hull strengthening will only take 4 turns, so let's definitely go for that. This is moving us closer to being able to build larger ships. Okay, what's my rebellion rate here on Han? It's up to 4% rebellion. And I've got 2 constructors on the way that we can build some influence buffs. Finish this turn. Idle ship. Okay, yeah, here's a planet right here. It's class 3. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it. There will come a time when I will be able to upgrade and terraform these planets and make them better. I've never seen a class 3 before. That is got a wormhole generator artifact though. And we're going to go ahead and colonize that. And you come on down here and guard that tile. We've just about got this planet completely blockaded off from anybody colonizing it. Earth has got an idle shipyard. Let's we got plenty of administrative capacity, so let's build another. Do I want a constructor or do I want an architect? Build me another stellar architect, please. We'll build a hyperlane somewhere. And we've got this EM variant Saber. Where do I want you? Where do I want you? Okay, I want you down here at Celtica, please. Come on down to Celtica. Just realized we don't have a. We've got a hole right there. I need to get us ship to help blockade that. And that's our turn. All right, so that little planet that we just, that little class 3 planet. So what are we going to call this? This is not really going to be a planetary colony. It's just kind of going to be an outpost or a station. So let's call this some kind of little station. This is going to be. Let's call this. Let's see. We'll call this Ankara Station. Why? Because it's the first thing that popped in my head. Mining accidents. Your geologists have come across an incredibly rich vein of rare minerals, which could dramatically increase the economic output of this colony. Unfortunately, accessing them will be incredibly dangerous work. Of course they will. Boy, nothing gives me an influence buff here. I'm just going to go with the benevolent then. Let's just go with the benevolent choice. And there's the wormhole generator. And that's pretty much... we can do... we can do planetary conversion and the soil upgrade, which will give us 2 tiles. So that's fine. And we'll go ahead and let it work. I don't really care about wormhole generators, though. And let's upgrade the colony capital. I probably will never use a wormhole generator. It looks like this guy is in he's already surrounded me. He is practically all the way over here on this far side of me. I'm gonna have to get a starbase over here for influence. All right, so now we've got an ideology option that has come along. Your military is so weak that it's a miracle you haven't already been conquered. Look, I agree. I completely agree with you. Okay, we have a benevolent ideology option here. Grants 150 free research points, or I'm going to save that one. Let's do the 150 research points. And that finished our hull strengthening for us, which is good. That takes us on to the hull repair system, which will take 8 turns. And then after that, we will be able to do large-scale construction. So let's do the hull repair systems. Okay, and we've actually, and Ankara Station now is in control of its own culture now, which is good news. Good news, good news. How are we looking at Han over here? Han is still deep in their cultural influence. Petra is getting very deep into their cultural influence. We're up to 9% rebellion over here. What percentage of rebellion are we at with Han here? We're up to 6% rebellion. Okay. Build me a starbase. I want a culture ring, cultural forum, an information hub, interstellar exchange, and an embassy, and a ministry, and perimeter scanners, please. Do an interstellar ministry here, too. Let's see if that does not push their influence back. We've got to get their influence pushed back. We've got to. I thought I had another constructor on the way. I don't know where it is. I lost track of it. Where are you going? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let you build a... What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it way down here. What kind of angle is that going to give me? Not going to be the greatest angle, but we will get some... We will actually, no, let's connect you way over here to that one. Need to bring you down. I need to bring you down this direction some. Come on down this way. What we're going to do is we're going to get a hypergate over in this area and we're going to connect him all the way over here. And then that's going to free up this hyperlane to go maybe down this direction, because it's going to be redundant. This hyperlane, I'm trying to make this hyperlane redundant right here so I can send it off somewhere else. Okay, we have an idle ship to deal with. Yeah, that's right. I want to bring you to that tile right there. And go into guard mode, please. You just wait till I come up with an assignment for you. And that's going to be it for our turn. Friend Syndicate. Greetings, Terrans. Primary duty is to wipe you from the galaxy. Oh, and thanks for the hyperdrive. It will make hunting you down that much easier. Look, man, space is more than large enough for both of us. And where are you anyway? I don't even know where you are. Where are you? That's That's the Yor up there. Where are you? Don't know where these guys are. Well, that means they must be a good ways off, so I don't have to worry about them right now. Okay, we've got an idle ship, which is this colony ship. I'm going to let you wait. Eden can build me another constructor. Yeah, so we've got you. I'm going to send you over here toward Petra. I think I need another constructor over there to help us push this culture back, push the drafts culture back. Got an idle shipyard at Hadith. Hadith, just work on a striker, please. We've got a little striker here that's available, which I need to send to this tile right here to help blockade that uninhabited planet. Okay, we're slowly pulling our culture here toward Han, but man, it's like pulling IT trying to pull our culture back in here. Is there anything I can build that's going to help with our culture? What about on this starbase? Nothing. Have you got a free tile yet? Yes, he's got a free tile. Let's build this culture center. Let's get that started. You're our number one priority. If we can just hold on for 25 turns. See, now this is where I would be willing to borrow money to finish this. I'd be willing to take a loan and finance it at a pretty decent interest rate to go ahead and pay this off. Now, the previous game, Galactic Civilizations 2, would have given me the ability to do that. I would have been able to finance that in an emergency. With one of the consortiums, one of the intergalactic consortiums, I'd be able to borrow money from them to go ahead and get that built. But now, see, I don't have that capability anymore. Or if I do, it's certainly not evident to me that I have it. Certainly not evident to me yet. I've got to get their culture pushed back. They're just getting deeper. They're just pushing deeper and deeper into my sphere of influence here. They're just getting so powerful. I guess I need to make friends with the Altarian resistance. They're the only ones that seem to be equivalent in strength to them. The Altarian resistance is down here. I need to maybe try and become allies. Well, no, if I do, I may get drawn into a war, though. I may just better mind my own business. Probably the best thing for me to do right now is mind my own business and not get drawn into a war with the Draft Legion, because they would crush me right now. They would absolutely crush me. Okay, skip you. I don't have anything for you to do right now or any place for you to go. So you just sit there at that intersection and wait, please. All right, we have a new citizen. I think what I may go ahead and do is get me a general. It's going to give me some legions. And I'm going to start slowly. Or do I want an engineer? Or a scientist? I've got enough legions right now. I've got 9 available legions. I've got to boost my research. Let's train a scientist. And do I have a scientist on Earth? Okay, I need to see, look at our colonies here. Who is got the best research? Earth so far. All 6 does, but they're the most unhappy. I've got to do something about their happiness. Ravenna is the most unhappy. I've got some approval issues here. Let's send a scientist to Thebes. This is supposed to be our research center. Let me transfer a scientist to Thebes, and let's boost their research. All right, so we're done here. Let's go to our citizens. I want to transfer a scientist. Those are celebrities. Where is a scientist at? There's a scientist. Transfer you to Thebes. Yeah, so we already had one scientist there. I think we have another scientist on the way, which is going to boost their research even greater. So good news there. Okay, we got an idle ship, which is, I'm just going to let you wait, and I'm going to let you wait. Valhalla here can build us a... Go ahead and build us one of those EM2 variants of the Saber, please. Certainly use more of those. And we have one right there. EM2 variant. Going to send you on down here to Gloria. Help us protect Gloria. Where are you going? Here, they're on their way to Gloria too. That's an EE1 variant. All right. That's all we can do right now. We're trying to pull our culture in to Han here. See if that continues to work. All right. I can't help but notice he's got a colony ship coming up into my space. Now, where are you going with that colony ship? Where is he going? I don't know where he's going. Are you trying to go up here? I don't have enough ships available to blockade that. Where is he going? Right, now let me look at this angle. I want to bring you down just a little bit more. Let's bring you down a little bit more. Let's bring you down. Let's bring you down to this star system right here. And then we'll build a hyperlane from there. You just wait. You wait, and Earth is able to build us something. Build us a couple of EE2 variants, please, of the Sabers. And we've got another hypergate there. All right. Let's send this hypergate up this direction, and what we're going to eventually do with him is make this hyperlane here redundant so we can point it off somewhere else. So to accomplish that, I need to send you way up this direction somewhere. So head up head up that direction for me. It's going to take you a while to get there, but you will get there eventually. Right, and Thebes can build us something. Got plenty of administrative capacity, so go ahead and build us another constructor, please. Come on up there and help him. Now, what is this? Is Muscova? What are you? Are we auto upgrading? Do we really want to be auto upgrading? Let's do a let's do an entertainment center here. They need one. Let's pull that up in priority. Okay, that'll keep them busy for a while. We do kind of have to worry about their culture coming in from the east here as well. Now these planets are relatively safe for now, but at the rate their culture is growing, they're really encroaching upon me over here. Good God, it's really getting worse for Petra. It's getting worse for Petra. I'm gonna lose Petra. I'm about to lose Petra. I mean, he is pushing in from all directions. He's literally, actually, he's pushing in even all the way toward Earth with his culture from this direction over here. I've got big problems. Oh, freighter, please. I've got influence issues. Build them a asteroid mine, and you come up here and build me an economic starbase, please. All my money right there. Okay, we're slowly bringing our culture in here. It's slowly coming in. We're 2 tiles away from Han. I think we may be close to rescuing Han here, but we're up to 8% rebellion though. How are we looking at Ankara Station way over here? Ankara Station, I'll know the draft as a peaceful people. What? They've just gone to war with me. Oh no, I'm in trouble now. This may be game over for who all is he at war with? He's at war with 3 races. No, 4 races including us. Oh my goodness. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Okay. The main thing we got to do now is we got to station. Man, I need that culture center so bad. We got to station some garrisons as well. Oh, man, we're in trouble. I've got to make peace with him as quickly as I can. Somehow, some way. I've got to make peace with him. We've almost got our influence back at Han. We've got 3 ships defending it. He's fixing to come blow up these star bases, though, and then we're going to lose our influence. My only thing I'm hoping is that he's so preoccupied with these other planets that he can't do anything. What does he have right here? He does have ships defending. He's got 2 ships defending. I can't tell what they are, though. Ay, ay, ay. We're in trouble here. Okay, you hang loose. You hang loose. All right, Olympia. What can Olympia do? They've got market centers that they can upgrade. They've got a factory they can upgrade, so let's go ahead and let them do that. What does an Assimilation Foundation do? It increases the influence of all worlds in our civilization. It's going to take 83 turns to build here, though. I need to find a better place to build it. Take 49 turns here, 59 turns there, 35 turns at Valhalla. May be worthwhile. 98 turns there, 202 turns there. It's only getting worse. Getting worse and worse. $49 turns, 59 turns, 35 turns. This is going to be my best option right here. Let's build the Assimilation Foundation and let's pull it on up. Try and get it done. Okay, I need garrisons. Station a garrison here. Gonna have to get a general. Idle Shipyard at Agra. Just build me a striker, please. On down to that planet. Let's try and protect that planet. Oh my God, his ships are so powerful. I can't even hope to stop him. I cannot defeat his fleets. I don't know where he's going. Sparta. I need a garrison here as well. He's going to conquer some of my planets. That's for sure. I'm not going to be able to stop him. My only hope is that the other guys that he's fighting, he's not fighting the Alteran resistance. That's who I need him to fight. Let me see if I can talk to them. Oh, I really need you to declare war on somebody. Can I give you an exploration treaty? Can I get you to declare war on the draft, please? I will give you so much Durantium. I will give you an enormous amount of Durantium. Civilization is too powerful for us. I will give you thulium. I will give you ships. They're just not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Talk about something else. We would like to assure you of our continuing friendship. They're the only ones that have a chance against the draft right now. Well, how he can move 11 turns. I'm going to try to chase him down and blow him up if I can. He's a lot faster than me. I'm not going to be able to catch him. All right, so who do we have here? They want me to give them all kinds of stuff. 8 Durantium in exchange for 1,196. And they want me to give them open borders. And they're going to give me Arnor Spice. Do you have any harmony crystals that you'd be willing to give me? I need the money, so I'm going to accept it. That gets me over 1,000 in money. Which, what does that do for Han here? Does that allow me to? I still can't rush that cultural center. Oh, man. I need the cultural center up here more than I need it down there. It'll take 48 turns to build the culture center up here. I think I'm going to lose Petra. I don't see how I'm going to be able to hold on to Petra. In fact, at the rate their culture's growing, they're going to be threatening Earth before long. Yeah, we've got some problems here. We definitely have got some problems. All right. You go ahead and garrison that planet, please. He's about to overtake Celtica again, too, with his... Oh, man, his culture's growing like crazy. Well, I'm glad that we've reduced tensions with you. Okay, we finally gotten Han back within our cultural influence. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I need harmony crystals. I need Petra. Petra is up to 29% rebellion. Try to chase him down, please. If he changes course, we may be able to catch him. Do I have a ship up here that can... Yeah, let's head you off and try and catch him from the other direction. Let's try and triangulate on him if we can. What about you? Where are you at? You've got 5 moves left. You come on down this way. We're almost ready to build that hypergate. Stay where you are. You stay where you are. Eden is available to do something for us. They can build a missionary center. That'll help us with our influence growth. So let's do a missionary center there, please. That will be very helpful. Let me go around and we can definitely spend a little money to mine some asteroids. We haven't been able to spend some money on that lately. Yeah, let's get some asteroid mining going here. Assign you to that planet there, please. You go to them. You go to Sumer, and you go to Manoa, please. Okay, I'm trying to share these resources as much as we can. Now let's now somebody just built an economy starbase that we didn't do anything with. Who was that? Got a culture ring here. Where are you at? On Starbase 2. I think we're good here now. We finally gotten Han taken care of. Let's do a Starbase promenade there. Ooh, that took a lot of money. Took an awful lot of money to do that. I'm going to rename this guy to Iridium. So I'll know I'm coming through. This is Sparta here. The default name always goes to the name of the star system. It doesn't go to the name of your planet that you had renamed. So there, yeah, that does cause some problems there. I just wonder how they're going to come at me, how they're going to attack me. You still chasing him down, and that's our turn. I can't talk to them for 10 turns. I'm going to try and make peace with them as quickly as I can, but usually when in this game when a civilization declares war on you, the only way you can get them to make peace with you is when you've just pretty much crushed them. When you're losing a war, it's impossible to get peace. It's impossible to get a civilization to stop attacking you when they're winning. Okay, we've got an idle ship here, which is our... Okay, I'm going to move him a couple of more spaces along this way. Then I'm going to go ahead... Oh, I have to do it next turn. Hope he doesn't get blown up. Okay, now do I want to go here? We're gonna go on into the solar system with that. Uh-oh. Looks like he's attacking a battle axe with a gunboat. He's gonna cream me. He's got 15 attack with guns. Yeah, I don't stand a chance in this battle. He is just blowing me to smithereens. I did not stand a chance in that fight. The Iconian Refuge has built the Omega Research Center achievement. That's a good achievement there. Our mutual trade continues to strengthen our relationship. Wonderful. That is wonderful. He must be getting ready to invade this planet right here, Papricore. He is getting ready to invade. I have no defending ships on any of these planets. I am just completely vulnerable. Okay, let's build a hypergate here, and we're going to connect it to the solar system. So that gives us a few more spokes on our hypergate wheel. A few more spokes anyway. We have an idle ship, which is this colony ship. I'm just going to let him wait. I'll let you wait. Han is building me some... What can Han build me here? Man, I guess you're just going to have to build strikers for me. Let me rename this shipyard here. This is the Han shipyard. So I'll know. All right, here is this other constructor, which we're going to use to try and continue to push their culture back here. So let me put you over. Can you go right there? Too close. Let's pull you one more away. Yes. Let's build another culture starbase. Many cultural options as we can. That took all of our money. Hopefully that's going to get Han in better position. Now the next thing I need to do is put some defenses on these guys so they can defend themselves against any ships that he sends. Well, that's a lot of culture star bases right there. I need culture star bases down here too. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna cancel this. No, I'm not gonna cancel it. I'm gonna move it down in the queue. No, I'm gonna have to cancel it because I want to try. I'm gonna try to save Petra. I've got to try. We're gonna try and build that here at. I did not. Oh no, I did not get the Harmony Crystal back. All right. I've got. When was my last autosave? 17. Nope, that's too far back. Oh, I just made a big, big boo-boo. I just wasted a Harmony Crystal. I should have made a save before I did that. Oh, that's no. I've got Harmony Crystals. I've got Harmony Crystals. Why can you not build? No available tiles. Okay. Okay. Let's cancel that. And let's build you here. Let's pull this up in the... Oh, I almost goofed up there. Well, it's going to take 50 turns to build that, though. I don't have any choice. I've got to try to save Petra. Their rebellion is up to 35%. 35 freaking percent. This is crazy. Oh, got a Saber EE2 here. Which let's send down to the Han system. I'll decide what to do with him once I get him down there. He hasn't really attacked. The only thing he's attacking me with right now is his freaking culture. Whew. Have an idle ship, which is this guy. Okay, let me look at my angles here now. Really need to bring him a little further south because that's angle there. It'll be a little high. I really wanted to intersect the other. Let me bring you a little bit further south. Just a little bit. I got to get those angles right. I want his hyperlane to intersect these other hyperlanes here if possible. No, actually, I wanted to intercept Petra. Okay, incoming message. A strange precursor artifact has appeared out of a tear in space-time near the Yor. It has begun emitting an energy field that seems to be greatly increasing their power. This effect seems to be growing, and we fear it will not stop. Others have attempted to destroy the artifact and failed miserably. We may need to destroy the Yor singularity before the artifact turns them into a race of gods. We must befriend them immediately and make sure they do not consider us a threat. Get plus 25 to planetary defense, plus 15 to military manufacturing. I think we better just befriend them at this point. The Korean Syndicate. Give you what you want for now. All right. We got the hull repair systems, which is awesome. We can finally do large-scale construction. It's going to take 44 turns. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We got to have it, though. We got to have it. And maybe I can increase this buff here. Let's go to this colony. How can I recharge that buff? Can I? Let's see. The precursor archive. I can't recharge this right. I don't know how to recharge that. I don't know how to recharge that. I need to recharge it. It's a precursor archive. It may be a research thing that I'll have to complete here. Okay. Man, they're pushing in on me so tight. They are hemming me in. Hey, you stay where you are. You stay where you are. Can't really do anything on Earth right now. Okay, just aid the economy right now, please. If he comes and tries to invade Earth, it's going to be game over. If he sends a transport up this hyperlane toward Earth, I've got nothing to stop him. Nothing. Got nothing to stop him. I'm just gonna he's gonna get me. I was hoping that I could buy him off and keep him friendly to me for a little while, but now the Alteran resistance is practically just as powerful as he is right now. Oh no 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 no! I can't be having you. I can't let you have a constructor coming into my space here, pal. Just so you know, we have preemptively claimed all the cultural relics of the precursors. Do not even think of building a starbase near them. We'll take your words into consideration. Hey, you got to chase him down. He can move 10, though. We may need to head him off. Head him off if you can, please. Let's try and triangulate on that guy. Stay where you are. Okay. Now let's build a cultural starbase here. Do a culture ring. And as soon as I get some more money, we'll do an interstellar exchange. Try and at least get some kind of bubble around Petra there. Which reminds me, I've got to check on this little planet over here. They're up to 1% rebellion. I've got to get us. Where are you going? Hey, you head over here. You head over here. Their culture, man, is just incredible. They are pushing everywhere on me right now with their culture. Okay, and you, I want to go ahead and let's build your hyperlane, and let's go ahead and connect you all the way over here to Prios Hypergate 1. And that's going to free up Prios's lane. Construct a hypergate. And I want you to go to Prios Hypergate 1. Okay, so that's a little high of an angle, but it's close enough. Now Prios, we can take your hyperlane and we can go somewhere else. What I want to do there is let's take you to Let's take you down here to Deep Space Hypergate 4. In fact, let's rename this Hypergate. This is going to be Sparta Hypergate. Sparta Hypergate 1. Okay. Let's take you to Sparta. All right, so let's change your link. We're going to send you down to Sparta. Okay, so that gives us a lane that gives us a lane that kind of ties the western side together. Gives us the ability to move off that way. I need something to cut through here. Need something to cut through here. We'll get that eventually. We'll free that up eventually. Okay. Idle ship. You just stay where you are. Thebes has got some tiles available. They can do a missionary sense, which helps influence growth. Yeah, let's do a missionary center there as well. Let them work on that. I like those missionary centers. In fact, Thebes. Can you not be, they're already, they're working on a missionary center. What about Muscova? Can you work on a missionary center for me? Take you 58 turns. Gotta have it though. Gotta have it right now. Once we get strong enough and our influence is strong, we can come back and we can replace those missionary centers with something else later on in the game. Some kind of goody two shoes. Do you have artifacts for social manufacturing? What's going on there, Lauren? Let me see. Sorry I missed your chat earlier. You have artifacts for social manufacturing. Yes, I do have quite a few of those for influence and whatnot. On a couple of my different planets, and I've made some technological achievements that give me influence buffs. But the deal is the Draft Legion right here. They are so powerful, and they've obviously been doing a lot of influence buffs as well. See if they're still here with me. And I think they've been doing a lot of influence buffs, and they've aggressively been pushing their culture. So I'm just trying to save my planets. Looks like they're trying to do a culture conquest. All right, so we got an idle shipyard here in Thebes. I got plenty of administrative capacity left. I'm going to let them go ahead and build me another constructor. And we're going to just try and fight them off with culture star bases. I'm going to send this guy up toward Petra as well. Get on up there as quickly as you can. And let's get more culture star bases built. Eden can build me a constructor too. The one good thing I've got going for me right now is I've got a lot of administrative capacity, which I plan on using. That's the only saving grace I have, but I've got to get these guys over here quick enough. God, look at his culture just moving in on me like this. Crazy. Okay, Marseille. What can Marseille do? Marseille, why don't you go ahead and build a constructor too for yourself? We'll just do an economic starbase up there. if we have to, and that ship can go ahead and garrison Marseille. That will be fine. And here is this other constructor, which we will... I'm going to send it up toward... I'm going to send it toward Petra. We got to aggressively try and save Petra. They're up to a 48% rebellion. I've got to get them some help up there. Can you catch him? Can you catch him? No moves left. You're coming from the other direction to try and head him off. Okay. That's going to be the turn for this go-round. God, he is so strong. All right. Now, what we can do here with this hypergate, we're going to build a hypergate here back to the solar system. What that's going to do is it's going to make this hypergate right here redundant. So we'll be able to point it somewhere else. I'm thinking we'll point this hypergate maybe over all the way over here. That will give us some angles coming from this direction. Or we could point it up to this one up here. Well, I'll give it a shot and see. But right now, let's go ahead and build this hypergate. And let's point you to the solar system. Yeah, so now we've got a redundant hyperlane here that we can send somewhere else. And I think I know exactly where I want to go with you. I want to go all the way over here with you. What's the name of this? This is Synchros Hypergate 1. Okay, let's send you to Synchros. Yeah, right there. All right, so that gives us a nice little angle coming across here, which we have a lot of traffic coming back and forth this direction. So that's going to be a nice little lane there that's going to help us out a lot. Make some of our movement a little more efficient. Opens up another traffic way for us there. Okay. Now I had him searching for there was a colony ship moving around down in here somewhere. I was going to try and blow up. But I lost track of it, and I don't have good enough sensors to find it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch that guy. I'm going to be able to catch this guy here. Korean Syndicate, you have repeatedly refused to accept the way into your lives. We are left with no choice but to place it there. Oh, they're declaring war on me after I just paid them 175 credits. You intend to throw your people's lives away. We can do little to stop you. Your open borders treaty has reduced tensions greatly. We're pleased with how it is working out. We're happy to hear that. Well, I've got somebody else that's declared war on me now. I don't know where they are, though. The Korean Syndicate, I don't think they border me, so that's good news. All right, I got to try to chase this guy down here. Okay, you keep coming down, trying to head him off. He looks like he's coming west, so let's try and head him off in the west, if we possibly can. Colony ship, I can't do anything with you yet. I can't do anything with you. Olympia can build. What can Olympia do for me? Let's keep using our Let's keep using our administrative capacity and build constructors. Send that ship over this direction. Celtica is idle now. They can do a colony ship. We're going to do another cult. Ooh, what's he doing? Where is he going? Okay, I need you to get away from him as quickly as you can, please. Where do I need another hyperlane at? Let's go ahead and just get a hyperlane way up here in the north. Just head up that way. You'll get there when you get there. I don't care how long it takes you. That's fine. And that's going to be our turn. Man, I really would love for the yeah, he's just blew up my ship I had protecting Celtica. Ay, ay, ay. The Iridium Corporation. Okay, I definitely do not want to go to war with these guys. Yeah, we'll give you what you want, please. I need to... Let me cycle through all of these guys and see who is really... who I need to worry about. Okay, they're very friendly with me. These guys are hostile to me. The Yor is very friendly. They're very friendly. They're moving toward hostility. They're unfriendly. I need to make friends with them. Can we come to a trade agreement? Notice that you didn't have any antimatter. Perhaps you'd like some antimatter. You really don't have any durantium either. Maybe I can give you some durantium. Notice you don't have any... You've got plenty of promethium. What about monsatium? You don't have much monsatium. Let me give you some monsatium, buddy. There. I hope that makes you happy. I gotta get him back from unfriendly over to friendly. Okay, who else do I need to deal with here? They're friendly. I can't even talk to the draft anymore. Can't talk to the Korean. They're at war with me. The Onyx. Let me talk to them. Let's see if we can come to a trade agreement with them. Couldn't help but notice you don't have much durantium, so let me offer you some durantium. Looks like you don't have much promethium, so I'm gonna give you a little promethium, and I think that should make you happy for now. These guys, let me talk to them. They're not happy with me. Notice you don't have much durantium. Let me give you some durantium. You got plenty of promethium. What about thulium? You've got plenty of thulium. Well, I hope that makes you happy. That's all I can tell you, pal. All right. Can I arm this thing at all? What kind of weapons does he have on this ship? He's got guns on it. So let's do some titanium plating. kind of defense does he have? He's got shielding, but he doesn't have missile and gun defense. Okay, that gives us a little attack there. That took all of our money, though. Okay, let's wait on you. Okay, Bremen is available to do something here. Can you build me a missionary center? Yes. Build me a missionary center, please. Just get to work on that. Earth has got an idle shipyard. Just go ahead and build me a Saber EM2 variant, please. Just build me one of those. You head down that way. Okay, stay right there, and let's see if we can head this guy off. You've got 4. Well, you can't get to him yet. You keep coming from that direction. See if we can. Let's see if we can chase that dude down, that colony, that constructor down. Colony ship, just remain where you are. You remain where you are. And that's going to be our turn. Oh, I got to push his culture back. I've got. Where are we at on Petra? They're up to 62% rebellion. Drath influence is 2.5 times my influence, and I've got these constructors on the way, but it's taking them forever to get there. They're only moving 5 hexes at a time. It's just taking them forever, and I don't have a hyperlane going that direction for them right now. All right, now do you have moves right now? You cannot move right now. Where's the idle ship? That's him. Okay, you just head back toward Petra, please. Just head on back up that direction. I was trying to chase down a colony ship, but I lost track of it. I don't know where it was going, but it got away from me. Coming up on 4 hours here. Play. I'm going to get to about 4 hours, and then I'm going to have to call it quits. But I was hoping to end on a positive note, but I do not want to lose this planet. But I'm afraid I'm going to. They're already starting to mine my asteroids here. Can't do anything with you yet. I can't do anything with you. You go ahead and go into guard mode, please. Where'd that constructor go? Did he destroy it? Oh, it's way down here now. Oh, he's getting way away from me. What about you? Can you get... You don't have any weapons. Doing. All right, Valhalla. Build me a EM2 variant, please. Come down there to that intersection. See if we can do any good down there. Agra, what can you build me? Just build us another constructor. All right, we're going to let that ship come on down to that intersection. Gloria is building us some stuff. Just keep building strikers, please, Gloria. Get on up there and protect Gloria. His ships are so freaking powerful. I need to work on my armor defense. Looks like he's got armor offensive capabilities. I'm going to have to armor up my ships against his offensive weaponry. Okay, that's that turn. The main thing I'm concerned about from him is transports. Transport ships and legions invading my planets. Okay, you just come on back down here. "38 turns remaining for large-scale construction." I can't devote that much time to that. That's too much time. All right, he's getting away from me. Do you have a weapon? No weapons. I'm gonna have to free off one of these guys here to go get him. Can you get to him? Yeah. Yeah, we got him. You get back over there and blockade that planet for me. We've got a new citizen. All right, we're going to need, I think we're going to need a general. Now that we're at war so much, we're going to start needing to put some legions down. We're going to need a general. All right, so that gives us 11 legions. We can start garrisoning some of our planets. So Han, you're one turn away from getting a garrison. What about Celtica? They've got one legion already. Let's go ahead and station another garrison here. We can upgrade this what can we upgrade this culture center to? An outreach center. It takes 33 turns to do that. That's fine. You can work on that. A market center. I think we need that sooner rather than later. Got to be able to upgrade these research centers. And we can upgrade the colony, the colonial. What does that do for us when we upgrade the? That gives us influence growth as well. So let's move that up as our #1 priority. Cahokia, working on a shopping center. Then we're going to upgrade the capital, and they're already working on a missionary center. Or are they? Oh, we already have. Do we already have the missionary center? I guess we do. I didn't realize we'd already built that. Okay, good. Good deal. Let you stay there and wait. I can't do anything with you right now. Thebes. Thebes, build me a constructor, please. Oh. My money is my income is suffering so bad. My income is definitely suffering. Still got a promenade to build there that I haven't even been able to build yet. All right, I need to get a star base down here. What? Where are you at? There you are. You come on down here. We're going to have to build a culture star base down here as well. Defense banks. Draft Legion is just at war with everybody right now. I mean, literally. Oh, we can do an interstellar ministry right there. That's good. Let's do some titanium plank. Let's do some star-based defense system. Okay, that's good enough. That's all of our money, though. And that's the turn. Oh, we just colonized it. I kind of like that name, Talara. We'll stick with Talara. All right, we've got aggressive natives, an aggressive species of sentient quadrupeds live in the forests and hills of this planet. They've resisted all attempts to communicate with them and have relentlessly attacked our colony. Okay, I've got. Ooh, if I go with benevolent, that gives me a 20% influence buff. I'm definitely taking that. We've got Monsatium here. And we've got a nice influence buff here that we can take advantage of. So let's build. We build right there. Can't build anything there right now, but we can build a profit. That'll be great for a market center right there. And of course, I do need a factory. Yeah, let's move the factory up first. And we'll go ahead and queue up the Monsatium too. When they're not doing anything else, they can work on that. Yeah, so that gives us Talara. Talara, you should be in control of your own asteroids, I would think. Yeah. And we've got this ship is idle. Let's send it on down there to defend Han. Yeah, you're coming on back there. The Odair Conclave have been destroyed. They've been destroyed by the Draft Legion. Golly, the Draft Legion is unstoppable right now. Can I talk to the Altarian Resistance? We really need them to go to war with the Draft Legion. They're the only ones. They're actually friends with them right now, though. Civilization is too powerful with us. I'll give you a peace treaty. They don't want any of that. They're just not going to do it. Let's talk about something else. Oh, nothing right now. God, he's got 15 attack right there. He's just clearing me out. He's clearing me out with that one ship. That one ship is just unstoppable right now. We've got our own adversity to deal with, buddy. I can't be giving you any money right now. Sorry. Can't be giving you any money right now. Okay, you wait around. You wait. I can't do anything with you right now. Oh. Just build a Saber, please. A Saber EE1. This colony ship here, let's bring it on up here toward the solar system. He can wait until we're ready to use him. Oh, are these guys ever going to get there? It's taking them forever to get there. I just don't think they're going to get there in time. We're up to 85% rebellion. Can't rush that. I can't do anything right now. I think we're gonna lose Petra. Pretty sure we're gonna lose Petra. Their culture is just moving in on us so strongly. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. At this point, I've been playing for right at 4 hours. Go ahead and try and get this uploaded to my YouTube station. And YouTube, that's going to be Mechawatt on YouTube, just like my Twitch channel. And appreciate any likes, any subscriptions. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day.